I am convinced that the person who is hell-bent on transforming will not need to wait for me to say whether it's possible or not. If you ask a question like, do you believe that transformation is really possible? My saying yes isn't going to do jack for anybody. Because the person, if I say no, then the person who says, oh, the answer is no, okay, I guess I won't transform. That person never wanted it anyways, so he was going to get it anyways. If the person who listens and says, oh, he said yes, so now I will go ahead and try to transform, he didn't want it anyways. So it's this whole empty, useless motivation thing. Do you really believe that this is possible? Yes. Hooray. What's going to happen? Nothing. Human beings don't respond to this. They're not,
But they respond to inspiration.
Inspiration isn't given by saying yeses and nos. Inspiration isn't given by saying, yes, this is possible. If something arises within one's own heart, which says, this is what I want, or he or she sees someone who has something and has arrived somewhere and is inspired by that person, and then inspiration rises within them, yes. Or someone reads something, yes. But it doesn't arise from asking a question which says, is this possible? Yes or no? Yes, it's possible. Now I'm inspired. No, it's not. It doesn't come from that. Motivation doesn't work. It might work for a day.
Yeah, I agree. I totally agree with that.
My honest input to you is that the coming through the approach of trying to help people does not work. It does not work. Let's try and do this so that people can be benefited. It's all crap. It doesn't work that way. Human organisms don't work that way. They work intrinsically. Things work from within. So something on the outside can spark something within, but it's almost always the something on the outside that is not trying to make that person spark from within. It's always incidental. It's always out of the blue. The way that you most affect someone is when you say something and you don't even know that you said it. But something that you said, they connected with, and it was to you insignificant, but to them it made a big splash in their life. Things never happen through this neat and tidy volition and rah, and this is the way to do it, and yes, you can. It's all crap.
And listen, I see your point. So if helping people is an obstacle or is a challenge, what is a more appropriate way to think
speaking
about it?
The truth.
So is speaking the truth, is learning from others part of that truth?
It depends who the other is.
The legends that you're talking about, not the 100 books that we're talking about.
Okay. So it depends that is learning from others. It depends what you mean by learning. And it depends who the others are. Okay. So even if you satisfy the others by saying, quote, the legends, fine. If by learning you mean mimicry, no. And once again, I know where you're coming from.
So instead of learning, like what's
learning
better?
It isn't the habits of people who have become a success, and it's nonsense. No, can you learn from another person, who legend or not? Yes, absolutely, but only if they say something that is genuine.
Okay, so you, for example, whether you like to admit it or not, for myself and for others, we learn from you because there is a level of genuineness there, right? Is that am I speaking out of school with that? Is that inappropriate?
No, I don't know what others feel. I mean, they tell me what they feel, but that's fine. I mean, I didn't try to instill that, but if so, okay.
So your approach is, hey, well, I'm doing whatever I'm doing because of my own personal journey. Yeah.
So great question. Everything that I do, I don't know why I do what I do. But everything that I do arises spontaneously, and yes, it arises from me, from within. Yes, absolutely. It is very personal. Everything arises from whatever lives inside, a desire to find the truth. But it isn't done for a purpose.
But isn't part of the purpose to seek and see that truth for you?
Sure, it is, but that isn't. It's a purpose in that it's a pursuit. So yes, I am pursuing it to discover the truth, but it isn't some overall purpose to help mankind and all this stuff.
Okay, for you. So is that why you say performance is a side effect? That if we...
Performance is a side effect. If you try to perform, you will not perform. All great things come from effortlessness, not from effort.
Yeah, that's tough for people to wrap their arms around.
What does that have to do with anything? I'm not here to make it easy. I'm not here to make it tough. I don't care. So why does it matter? Why do you say that? Why do you say that's tough for people to... So what? So I should not say it then? I mean, well, okay, so what's the difference? Whether it's tough or not, who cares? What's the difference?
There is no difference.
So that's why it's not... See, but the point that I'm making is, you said that that's tough for people to wrap their arms around because you view it from a standpoint of help. And I view it...
you're right.
I view it from a standpoint of stating the truth, everything else be damned.
I get it.